creatures of the night. It's your girl Tati. Let's talk about the one Deadman show. I went to Taker's show. I went to the one that was in Houston. So he did Friday was in Dallas, Saturday Houston, and then Austin on Sunday. Now for me, I was trying to gun for the Dallas one because I've been to Dallas quite a few times. And unfortunately, I was waiting to hear from Tony Khan if they were going to be doing the Final Battle pay-per-view in Arlington or Dallas area like they've been doing the past few years. And then unfortunately, it turned out to be in New York. So definitely not going to be able to go to that this year. But I got a chance to end up purchasing my ticket to see Bay at his show in Houston. Now, I did get the VIP ticket. For VIP, you get a chance to meet Taker before the show. Now, I didn't even realize that this was going to be meeting him prior to the show. I thought this was going to be like after the show type of situation. Now, I'll tell you guys a little bit in details of what happened. But I do want to say this. For anybody who is considering to going to Taker's show, this is a cell phone free event. So I don't have any footage from the actual event because what they do is they take your phone and put this in like a little pouch or whatever that locks. So you get to keep the pouch with you during the event. And in the event that you need to make a phone call or whatever the hell you got to do with your cell phone, you'll have to go out of the area where you're doing the show. And then you go outside where security is. And then you get to use your phone and put it back in the pouch and get back inside. And that's my first time ever experiencing anything like that. So for anybody who wants to go to a show like this, especially this show specifically, just know that this is a cell phone free event. And I do believe for two reasons. The reason why they kept saying that is because they want you to enjoy and live in the moment and not have to be distracted by your phones and taking pictures and videos. And I totally understand that because that's something that I feel like a lot of people do is that they're too busy recording rather than living in the moment. So that makes sense. However, I do feel like the real reason is because I think like, you know how like comedians, they do like specials, comedy specials or whatnot, and they end up taping these things. And then at some point, you know, they put their footage together and then they got a little comedy special. I do think this is probably something that Taker is going to be doing in the future because they do have the camera rolling, WWE producers and everybody and their mama up in there or whatever. So I think that's what they're going to be doing in the future, but we'll see about that. No one actually confirmed that, but I just put one and one together and pretty much got the picture. Now, I went to the one in Houston. It just was in a downtown Houston area. Never been there. I live about 2 hours away from there. And I have to say, like, my first time being in Houston, I was very pleasantly surprised in terms of, wow, this is great. But also, downtown area is just, there's just the people on drugs and all this shit. It's not a good look, but for Bay, I was out there. And stayed at a really nice hotel. The second that I got at the hotel, I got in, checked in, got in the room, lay back and put on Collision because I got there at 9. You know, put my show on. No matter what, wrestling, there's always time for wrestling. So I watched my show and pretty much got ready for the next day, which was Saturday. I ended up going to the aquarium, Houston Aquarium, whatever the hell they call it. It was mid as fuck, but you know, I went with my daughter, and this was my way of saying, hey, mommy's gonna do her thing later on tonight. You can stay here and watch the fishes and the little seahorse and stuff like that. It was mid, spent a little bit too much money than what it was actually worth. But, you know, the kids enjoy the show, so that's all I can do about that. I think there was some, you know, nice little experience from there. Now, it was a walkable to go to the aquarium. And then from the aquarium, literally down the block from the aquarium itself was the venue that I was going to. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk it instead of taking an Uber. And apparently, Mother Nature had other plans. So now the venue, it was what Google said was a 15-minute walk, which is okay with me. I wanted to be able to walk and just see the surroundings, see what was in the area. Now, I'm in a hotel room. I'm getting all cute and dolled up. I actually bought a few outfits just in case if the outfit that I was going to wear, I just didn't feel like wearing it at that point. But I ended up picking my first choice anyway. And I knew I was going to wear really high heels because the last time I met Bay, I had on platforms, but they were like on the shorter side. And I felt like I looked super short in that picture. So I was like, I'm going to wear my highest heels so that I don't look too short with him in the picture. So I was thinking maybe I'll probably catch an Uber. Then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk. So then just when I get outside of the hotel, it is pouring. Now, here's the thing. For anybody who is going to this show, VIP, for anybody who's VIP, so let me just put the timeline. So for anybody who's expecting to go to a show like this, VIP have to be there early. The show started at 9 o'clock, right? And what was interesting was VIP had to be there at 6. They wanted us to be there at 6, and they said if you're even a minute after 6, that you run the risk of not being able to come inside and meet Taker before the show. I was like, that was pretty early. So I ended up getting the Uber, like 2-minute drive anyway, got there and ran my ass in the rain a little bit, got my hair wet a little, and ended up getting in line. Now, 6 o'clock came, and everybody and their mama is just like, all right, I'm here to meet Taker. And then security guards are standing there just talking, having a good time. They don't even see us. And I was just like, okay, maybe Bay's not ready. Now, 6:30 came, and that's when they're coming out there to put little like wristbands on people's arm and checking to see who's 21 and over, who could drink and all that stuff. I'm like, so y'all just now getting ready? Like, what the hell's going on here? So we really didn't get a chance to go upstairs to meet him until 7 o'clock, or slightly a little bit after 7 o'clock, after they already told everybody to promptly be there at 6 because they're closing the doors at 6. And honestly, we didn't really get to do anything until about 7 o'clock. Whatever, still gonna meet Bay. Now I'm in line and I am just like trying not to freak out. I obviously met him before, but when I tell people like I'm in love with this man makes my heart just do things that no one has ever done for me before. I'm just so nervous. I'm super, super nervous. And then when I'm next in line, so like you go into this room, he's already in the room, and then it's just you and Taker, the producers, and everybody with the cameras or whatever at WWE Film Studios, whatever. They all in there with the cameras. And I couldn't see it from where I was at, but I was just trying to keep myself fucking from not fucking fading and missing the opportunity to get in that room. The security guard was breathing with me to make sure that, I was under control. Then I get in there and then I see him and I'm just like, oh my God, you're wearing green. I thought you was going to wear purple. I was hoping he would wear purple because I wanted to match. I didn't even think in my mind that he would even wear green. So whatever, we weren't matching like we did last time. So, you go in there and they actually just let you talk. It was like VIP is limited. So for anybody who wants to get VIP to the show, it's limited. It's not like anybody who can get in there will also get VIP tickets. It's limited, and VIP, I think I did mention, was like $500 plus tax came up to like $530, and absolutely worth it. It was absolutely worth it getting in that room, being able to talk to Taker, and I was just so excited about it. Now, I like I said, the cameras are rolling or whatever. WWE producers are in there. They got their cameras or whatever. I'm showing him my tattoos, and I'm talking about all the shit, I'm rambling or whatever. And then he ends up giving me his autograph. So he signed, man, where the hell I have this thing at? So he signed this, which is so cute. So it's Bay. I don't know if y'all can see his signature well, but it's there. It's right here. I was so fucking happy about it. Now, I do have his autograph from something a long time ago. But for him to just sign this for me, I thought was really, really cute. They put this ugly little thing, little WWE frame thing on it. I'm just going to take this off and put my own fucking frame on it. But I'm so happy that I actually have this. So when he signs it and he gives it to me, he goes, here's one more picture of me to put on your wall. And I was like, babe, oh my God. Let me tell you something. I was just like, you know what, Lord, come get me now. I have already lived. This is all I need. This is all I need. I was so, so excited. So I wonder if any of this footage would actually make it on, if they do like a little show, if that would actually be on, that would really be really cool to see something like that. With me having an interaction with Bay, that would be cool. Now they do give this clear bag that has a symbol or something on it. It's on top of my closet, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. And they gave this really cute thing. Let me just show y'all real quick. I ended up putting it here in my little coffin, but I thought it was a bookmark. I don't know what the hell this is, but it's so cute. It's clear. And, you know, it has his pictures on it and basically talking about the little tour that he did and said, I was here, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if y'all can see that well. My ring light is fucking it up. But it's really, really cute. I don't really know what this is, but I thought it was cute. So I didn't know where to put it exactly. So I just ended up putting it here in my little coffin. So I'm just going to leave it there for now until I figure out what exactly I'm going to do with this thing. But it is so cute. And I really, really like this. All right, so now after you meet Taker, they put you in a little hallway or whatever, then they let people in to go sit down at their seats. Now I'm sitting front row, first seat, because that's Bay. I gotta be close. You know, everybody else started coming in, and then now everybody's mingling or whatever, because it's like a few minutes into 7 or whatever, and really we've sat there for like over like an hour and a half or so of just talking, and everybody's talking about wrestling, and I was so much in my element, because I'm like, these are my people. I'm around a whole bunch of people that watch wrestling, and just being able to talk about wrestling with people that are with you in the same place was absolutely cool, because, you know, I do watch alongs, and all I do is read comments, and I read you guys comments and things like that. But it was cool to actually sit there with a whole bunch of other wrestling fans that weren't just talking about WWE. We were talking about New Japan. We were talking about AEW. We were talking about a whole bunch of shit, TNA, all this stuff. And it was just so cool. And I was just like, I wish this was something I can experience more often. I do want to say this. There was this cute guy that was there, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm going to give him my number. Let me see if I get lucky. But then all he talks about is WWE. That's all he watches is WWE. And I'm just like, oh, this is not going to work. I need somebody who's going to talk about more than just one promotion. That's just me. That's the type of girl I am. I am a pro wrestling type of girl. I don't just watch one promotion. So it wasn't going to work out. Not important. Now, after what seemed like 2 hours, finally Bay comes out. When Bay comes out, they put they dim the lights. He comes out to the rolling theme song, and then he has on a tank top, and oh my god, this man, every time he moved, all I see is all the muscles and everything, and I was just like, oh Lord have mercy. I was really trying to keep it together, because I was like, this man is like so sexy to me. Like, his body, everything is still right. It's still fucking right at this point. And the show was really, really great. It's very interactive. He's really interacting, and when it comes to the jokes, man, he's no joke. Okay, he is really quick on his feet. He's bantering with the crowd. The crowd at some points are yelling things out and things like that. And Taker is like, bitch, this is my fucking show. This is my yard. I'm taking control of this show. And I really, really liked it. It was really fun. They even did a Q&A portion where he's asking questions about himself. He chose 3 people from the crowd to answer questions about Taker. Now, I rose my hand. However, something told me to put my hand down. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in the middle of the stage, he has shot glasses, bottle of whiskey, and he's drinking beer. And I'm just like, oh my God. I feel like the people who go up there are going to have to take a shot or something like that. And if you guys know me, Tati is absolute hardcore, straight edge to the fucking grave. And I was just like, I can't do that. Like, babe, I love you, but drinking alcohol is absolutely a no-no for me. So I end up putting my hand down, and it actually is what turned out to what they were doing. So if I were to win up there and win, I wouldn't have had to drink anything. So that would have been the cool thing. So maybe I should have put my hand up. However, those who weren't doing so well end up having to take shots. So it was really, really fun. Everybody was into it. And man, I just thought it was a really great experience. Now, for me, from what I've heard from other people who's gone to this show, I've heard people say that he's just going to be talking about stories on the road, which he did do but it turned out to be a little bit more of him interacting with the crowd and less about stories or whatnot. And the time seemed like it went by so fucking fast. I would say it was like all in all under 2 hours. And I was just like, babe, we can do this all night long. I would be here all night to hear you talk about whatever. I would actually be here just to stare at you and you wouldn't even say a word. So if anything, I think people may complain about it not being long enough. That's what some people were saying at the venue. Like, man, it could have been long enough. The time went by so fast because you're having so much fun and he's actually interacting with the crowd. And I thought that it was a really, really great experience. Taker has been that type of guy to really not break kayfabe his entire career. And since retiring, he's doing interviews, he's doing shows like this so people can understand not who just the Undertaker is, but who is Mark Calloway. And that is a really, really great experience. Absolutely would recommend it to anybody who would want to see him in person. VIP is another thing too. If you got the bucks to spend, go ahead and spend that and meet Taker. Like, he's absolutely just lovely. He's just, oh my God, this man. People always say to me, like, what do you see in this guy? I have fallen in love with this guy the moment I saw him. I was 7 years old when I seen Taker for the first time, and I did not care for wrestling at that point. My family would always watch wrestling and I would just stay up late with them doing whatever. And one night I just happened to look up and there he was. And I was just like, holy shit, who is this? And every week, all I wanted to see was just him every single week. And that turned into my biggest love, which is pro wrestling. And from just wanting to see this man, this beautiful man on a weekly basis, I fell in love with pro wrestling. And pro wrestling has been in my life since I was a little girl. And I don't know what I would do without it, to be completely honest. So I really credit him to being what made me fall in love with pro wrestling. So I feel like I almost owe a lot to him. Everything I do is very related to this Taker and whatnot. You know, like my whole fucking room is a shrine to the Undertaker. Posters and teddy bears all over my bed. I'm gonna get off this camera and go lay under my Taker blanket and all that. Like, I'm so in love and infatuated with this guy. Like, he means so much to me and so much to the wrestling business as well. And an experience like this, I think is absolutely a great, fantastic way to get to know The Undertaker a little bit more. Now, you don't have to do the VIP. You'll still be able to sit there in the crowd and enjoy the show. And like I said, it's interactive, so you never know if he's going to call on you to ask questions or speak to you about anything. And for me, I just felt like this was a really awesome experience. I'm looking forward to wherever the hell he goes to next, because I got to go again. Bae, I'm on the lookout for you. Earlier this year, he was supposed to do some signing thing, and unfortunately, he couldn't make it, and they replaced him with Sting. And I remember them sending my money back, and I was just like, don't send my money back. Get Bae to do another date or something. Like, what's going on? Man, really, really, really great experience here, and I definitely would recommend it. I just wish that it was a little bit longer. That's the only thing that I could say, but I can't complain. Like, I got to stare at the love of my life with my own two eyes right in front of me for a few hours. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Nothing beats that at all. Guys, thanks very much for watching my review. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I love to talk about pro wrestling. That's all I know. I don't know anything else in this world, just pro wrestling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.